Madden World, what it be like? It's your boy Foe. Xbox 720 is the gamer tag on the PS4, and yo, this is that double, triple Madden OGs, and we are back in part two of that 335 odd late night flight we was on tonight, man. I just got through showing y'all a couple of blitzes. We're gonna get into some run defense here in a second, but I forgot to cover something in that last video, so I think it's important. Let me go ahead and go over it real quick. I do think it's important. So, alright, one of the things that I see people do online against me specifically, and I want to show you my adjustment. And I'm sure, you know, maybe a handful of you thought about it as well. Like if I'm sitting that cornerback blitz, why not just roll to the other side, right? Why not just roll away from it? You know what I mean? So I'm gonna show you what I like to do when people start trying to do that. So I set the blitz up. And what you want to do, if they start trying to roll to the left, if you find that they are not just a pocket player and they like to scramble, you put this guy on a hard flat, okay? And then you can put this guy on a, I like to every so often put him on a spot. Now you could just go ahead and put him on but you know, you could put him on a spot. Like sometimes you can just do that just to catch him off guard. Whatever. The main thing you need to have is this guy on a hard flat. Now I can't move him out to simulate it, but I just want you to understand that what's going to happen is if you do that, some of you know, some of you don't know. So it depends on your skill level and how you play the game. Like this year, hard flats, when they go out, not only will they play hard flats, but if you click the if you press in the right analog stick, you click it in, he will then act like a spy and then rush the quarterback, okay? The good part about this is one, you can stop the rollout that way, but two, to me, I think it's even better than a contain simply because he never runs into the left tackle. The left tackle never has a chance to put his hands on him then. So, because you'll be out here, you see him roll, you instantly click the right stick in, and he'll run down untouched right at him, just screaming. The good part about it is you got this guy actually covering behind the hard flat. The hard flat's an additional zone that you put out. So you're not losing anything by sending him in the rush. If they try to actually scramble out to the left, if they try to cut in, they will run into your spot. And that is something that I just wanted to make sure that I showed you. Now let's go ahead and take a look at some of these power runs, all right? Now, when we're talking about power running, you know, you could run a couple of things out of this formation that does fairly decent. I'm going to show you just in case you get caught in the blitz, like, and you want to continue to try to send the blitz, like how you would do the blitz. Because, you know, you could run a couple of things. Cover 4 is actually really good against a lot of different types of runs. It's not necessarily good against like power G and shit like that. It's not at all. So I'm gonna show you like the power runs, like how we try to slow those down. Alright, we call pinch 0, and then hey, I'm playing with the Cowboys, bro. Best offensive line in football, best running game currently, and then I call the Bengals playbook, so we can get the power O, we can get the counter and the power G on the field at the same time. So let me go ahead and show you what we like to do. Now what I like to do is not pinch my defensive line, so I'm not gonna pinch them. All right, I'm gonna actually just crash them down, okay, and then I'm gonna spread my linebackers. That is how I'm gonna play this. All right, so now what we want to do is snap the ball, and we're gonna show you. All right, for one, about 7 to 8 times out of 10, when you play counters, especially to the left, the linebacker is gonna be able to shoot the gap. Okay, reason why he shoot the gap is because thing you have to remember about like shit like strong power, power G, power O, counter plays, they're all like pulling plays where the guard is pulling, and when the guard has to pull, players have to shift. So look at the left guard. The left guard actually shifts to the right because the right guard shifting to the left, and that's gonna leave you a little pocket for that linebacker to shoot. Now he's not always gonna shoot the gap like that, but a lot of the times he will. And as you can see, he shoots the gap, but we're eating up those blockers really quick. Look at the left guard. Left guard instantly had to pick up somebody. The fullback instantly had to pick up somebody. And I'm there on the left side to clean up with the linebacker. Okay? So that's how we're gonna deal with the counter. We'll go ahead and run it one more time, because it doesn't always play out that way. So we'll go ahead and call it again. And as you can see, same thing. The only other thing that it is, it's all about gap integrity and shooting those gaps. So, look, so another thing happens here. This is why you want to have great pass rushing. Because as you can see, like, you're just going to bottle the outside. That's what it's all about. It's just about bottling the outside, forcing that run back inside, and then they're going to try to clean it up. All right, now we want to go ahead and move on to the power O, which I actually think the power O is a pretty good run, especially against this defense. So we're going to call it, but we still can kind of manage it. All right, we're going to call it. Same thing, just crash the defensive line, spread the linebackers, okay? And then we just want to play gap integrity. We want to focus, and boom. Look how, and that's the thing, like I said, this is what's glitchy about this. Trust me, I ran this play so much. All you got to do is blow up a motherfucker run like a few times, and they'll go away from it, bro. Like, for real, they will. And this happens a lot in power O's and like strong powers, because once again, we got people pulling. So like you see here, when you have like players pulling, you have the left guard trying to pull to the right and the fullback trying to pull. But now because they have to pull, the right tackle has to go back to the left. So they pull to the left, and they just let DeMarcus Ware come clean. Those players just run clean. And that's not always going to happen that way. So we'll run it again. But that gives you some kind of idea about what I'm talking about because of the play that I'm calling, and because of the way the alignment of this formation causes those plays to kind of go crazy. See, boom, we're just bottling that shit. Like every time, it's really easy to bottle like a power formation like this. And as you can see, we just got all kind of players just in there on that shit. Oh, and once they see stuff like that and you do it to them a few times, they'll back off. So now let's go ahead and call Power G real quick, which is, like I said, widely considered the best run in the game. We'll call it the same way. And we'll show you once again where look at Power G's just getting... It's just getting blown. And this is a great offensive line, bro. This is not like a weak ass team that I picked. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not. Like, you could probably try to get outside right there. And matter of fact, I'm going to try to run it myself. All right? And we'll see if I can get outside, because it looked like I could have got outside right there. Let's try it. All right? Oh, shit. And look, got bottled on the, I forgot to change it, but I got bottled. Let's, all right, Power G. All right, we'll put him right in the middle, so he'll try to play him. So we'll call Power G. And there we go. But as you can see, a couple of things would have happened here. All right, one, I gotta try to jump over, get out of this person's way. So I gotta try to cut in. And then, like, I, as the safety, I can't play both, but I, as the safety, would have met him at that corner. And he would have had to try. I would have been the person to hold him up. You know what I mean? So let's try that again. I can't simulate this. It makes it hard to do it with two joysticks. But, because the safety just didn't play it right. Because what I would have did as the safety, they playing Power G, I would have read it going that way, and I would have screamed this side. You see what I mean? I would have just ran that side and I would have met him over there and slowed him down. He'd have just had to make a big play on both of us. You see what I mean? So now I'm out here too. And look, and this is gonna happen a lot. And that's what I was talking about pursuit. When you run power G, Von Miller is gonna be the one that is untouched most of the time. Like that linebacker needs to have great speed, great pursuit, and he's gonna be untouched against the power G, and then you want to make sure you just go untouched. Look how I ran over there clean. So I'm there for the double team. So Von Miller's going to touch him first, and then I can take him down. So unless some old Marshawn Lynch ass beast mode shit go down, and I'm okay with that because that's the game. It's a video game. That's a game we play. Like stuff happens, but I'm okay with that. And it's more than likely not gonna happen. So because it's not gonna happen like that, we'll show you again, and we'll just run over and look. And most times that's what Power G is gonna do. But you're gonna have those times where you saw it was free, and you just want to make sure, as a safety, you pay attention and you keep your gap. Look how I was flowing into this gap just in case he got in that hole, and that's that hit stick coming up for him. Know what I mean? So you got to make sure you hold your gap integrity if you running something like this. But it does really work, and it bottles up most of the time. Now, another thing that you want to look at is like playing like cover 4. So you can play cover 4 against like people that like to find something. You can play cover 4 against people that like to run stretches a lot. You know what I mean? So that's something that I would keep in mind too. Easy thing to do is just spread the linebackers, and then you can bluff blitz these two guys, and that's not a bad thing to do. You know what I mean? And you just ain't gonna have no love with the stretch, bro. It's not gonna work. You could play the actual pinch 0, but I think this is, a little bit safer defense, and plus it just see how many people get out. We'll go ahead and flip it. So we'll call it to the opposite side. But the good part about this is, if you see them like try to flip it, you can just click over this way. That's what I would do. Like if I see them like do that, I could click over here if I was worried about it going to this side, and then this way I can bring this player over, but it's symmetrical, which is why I want to run it. You see what I mean? But if they flip it but really don't, I'm still Gucci with me still being able to run this side because we're stronger anyway on the strong side. You know what I mean? But that's what I would do. I'd actually just go this way. And as you can see, it doesn't really matter anyway because cover 4 is going to bottle stretches. So you're going to do a much better job at bottling the stretch. As you can see, because it's not a blitz, that outside contain of the cornerback's going to run out, and he's going to just bottle a stretch play. So they've done a good job at patching stretches this year. And then the way the alignment works of a 3-3-5 odd, you see the linebacker is good. So he's backside just in case they try to cut up backside. So you get great gap integrity with a cover 4 on your stretch plays. So now I've covered pretty much everything as far as your run defense. I've covered your counter, I've covered your power O, I've covered your power G, I've covered your stretch. Okay, now, and you could still, like when I showed you that, just say they went to the PA power O, bro, like that blitz was still gonna scream from that cornerback out of that same setup that I showed. So like, comment, and if you're new to the channel, sub. This is just a little heavy run defense that I wanted to show you for this formation. Works pretty good, man. You can definitely take it into the lab, try it against some other plays, tweak it a little bit here and there, man, to make it work for you. And as always, bro, respect the OGs. Peace. We're going to move on to part 3. I'm going to show you a little bit of coverage and things that I like to do if I'm not blitzing. All right? Peace.